How you doing, guys? This is Eric from rulethewasteland.com and secretoftheinternet.com. Today's video is going to be about one thing that preppers or people interested in preparedness probably should not stockpile for shit hit the fan or economic collapse or any long-term disaster scenario. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate from this article from people who aren't actually listening to what I'm saying. So I'm just going to put it out there that I'm talking about using this item as part of a long-term preparedness strategy. I'm not saying you shouldn't have any of them, because I have some of them as well. I actually have a big box of it right here. But my point is that it shouldn't be stockpiled as a large part of your preparedness strategy. And what is that item? That item is candles. And that is because candles are just not the best way in terms of the technology that we have available to us now for lighting or fire starting or anything like that. It is something that makes sense to maybe have a few of them around for short-term scenarios, or maybe you just like candles. So if that, it's as part of your normal day-to-day life, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about as a disaster preparedness scenario. Because if you're really preparing for anything longer than 72 hours, you're going to need to have something that's more versatile and just better at producing light and heat and things like that than just regular candles. Candles go out easy, they don't last long, they don't produce that much light. Something like a rechargeable LED lights would be great. The hand crank flashlights, some of those are okay, a lot of them are crappy, so make sure you get the ones that are good if you are going to get those. I recommend getting something that's rechargeable in another way and you don't have to constantly crank it. Something you can recharge with solar panels or things like that. Gas lights can be really good. A little gas canister can last a long time and produces a ton of bright, even light, because candles aren't that bright and they tend to flicker. They're hard to move around. They can be a fire hazard. Of course, all the other lantern can be a fire hazard as well, but it's not as easy to simply knock over. Even oil lanterns and things like that are much better and just overall general purpose light than a candle. So there's nothing wrong with having some candles. Like I said, I have some, but I would definitely, if you're looking at having a preparedness strategy that goes beyond a few days, I would definitely look at some of these other options for using light, or for creating light for working and things like that. Let me know what you guys think and what your preparedness strategy is for light and being able to see where you're going. For short term, if you're talking about 72 hours or less, then there's really no reason to go with candles, because you can just survive completely off batteries in that situation and not even fuck around with lighting things on fire. You can just use headlamps, flashlights, lanterns. So the longer term ones is where you need something more replenishable. In that case, you'd probably want to look at either gas things, oil lanterns, things like that. Let me know what you guys think and what you do for light and what you have planned on what you're going to be doing for any sort of major disaster scenario. Check out rulethewasteland.com and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.